Kehtaqs. The cackling ghost. Well, I call it cackling ghost, but some people call it cackling duck, which is probably proper because it sounds like a duck.
It's
a
a
ghost,
sound.
no matter what you call it.
It's a sound, a spirit or something.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
never any, like you could never physically see a duck. Just the sound.
Yeah, just the sound. But anyway, some years later, the government wanted the native people to the houses. Now they wanted to make them a little more livable, maybe, so we'd have basements in there. And the government said, "We're going to do just the outline of your house, the outside part of your house, and we'll do foundations. But you're going to have to take care of the dirt on the inside, the earth. You're going to have to take it out with wheelbarrow. We'll give you wheelbarrows too." That's what they were saying, and the shovels. So this Johnny Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
Tiwa Beniliok, we go up in Nida, Nagayok, Beskol Depo Tozel, Nida Weekend, Nagam Majayal, Canada.
Johnny Jeopardy lived with his one daughter and son-in-law, and he's the one that started at that time, I think he was well enough to take the dirt from underneath the houses.
And he did that faithfully. He didn't have much to do anyway. He did little by little, and when
They found a skull when they were digging.
Skineasel.
And bones while they were digging out the basement of this house.
Mom de pside skidabil masqualia, Uskanizmoya skied up.
They eventually found the whole skeleton under there. The police came because of this body that was buried underneath the house. They took the bones and buried them in a cemetery. Because they had found this body and buried it, nobody heard that cackling anymore, the cackling duck or the spirit that was coming to warn. They believed that it was because of this buried. This man was buried not in a place where he should have been. That's why the cackling.
And they believe it was his spirit.
It was his spirit that was coming and making the sounds. Kehtaqs.
Yeah.
Yeah. They thought that maybe he was making that sound or getting that spirit to make the sound so that they would find his body and bury it.
And there was his wit needle mesquated.
The man that they found when he was younger.
Fredericton Gedelia.
When he was younger, he wanted to go to Fredericton. There was no automobile. There was no cars at the time, so they went by
wagon.
He wanted to get on the wagon with the other passengers that were going to Fredericton. The women didn't want him on the wagon because he didn't smell very good. I guess he probably didn't take baths, I guess. On the way to Fredericton, they had to change the horses 3 times because of the distance. He ran faster than the horses, and he got to Fredericton before they did. When he got to Fredericton, he wanted to turn around and come back, and he wanted to get a place on the wagon, and the lady still would not have him because she said that he smelled even worse because he was probably sweaty, so they didn't want him to get on the wagon. So
when all it
so he came back and he beat the wagon back again. He ran.
I don't know who got that story about him, but it appeared in the Ripley's Believe It or Not book.
That was the same man that was found under the basement.
Yeah, basement. Yeah, and he was the laughing ghost.
Isn't that funny how one story leads to another story usually?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a whole little book right there.
It is.